What's up, boys? What do we have in here? Christian, Alejandro. Oh, there he is.
Morning.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, good.
Glad to have you on here.
What'd you say? I'm sorry?
I said I'm glad to have you on here.
Oh man, you have no idea how excited I am.
Were you able to watch the previous ones?
I saw a little bit of the one from yesterday, and Monday I was trying, but I couldn't.
Awesome. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Man, I sure hope I'm not coming down with something.
Oh, you're getting sick?
Yeah, not good.
Oh man, is that the vid?
So what are you guys looking at?
I'm looking at GJ, right? Are you? Today is.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait a few
Today.
minutes for them to hop in, and then I'll start breaking GJ down. Let you know what I'm thinking.
Sounds good. Today we have something big, right?
Yeah, so we have a lot of volume today. Let's see. Final services PMI, which was under 50. Normally, when it's under 50, that's not good. Normally means economic contraction. Nothing much going on. So this came out at 4:30. That's what this drop was. Around here. Expecting for it to be bad. Plus, you had this channel of prices coming through, from these previous highs up here where it retested 144. I got to move this again. Let's see. There we go. It's always in my way. After price tapped 144, 100, price just started coming down, and it's been in this channel bouncing off the support. Wow, I do sound sick. That's not good. And now it's starting to come down, but it already had that priced in. It was reacting technically with price coming down, bouncing off this resistance, and then continuing down. Now it's starting to hover in this area, pretty significant area right around here at 143,400 to 143,300. Let's call it 300. Just in this area over here. What's up, Lee?
Hi, how's it going?
Good, man. You have a good
what's up,
London
man?
session?
What?
You have a good London session?
I didn't take any trades. GG's in strange place right now.
What was the pair you were looking at? That you were doing the
Yeah, USD.
CHF. Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
Giovanni's in here. Awesome. So how is this playing out right now? What's up, Giovanni?
What's up, guys? How you doing? Good morning, guys.
Good, man. Good morning.
What's up?
USD, CHF, Swiss franc. This is the daily. Okay. So price is yeah, it's got this clean move to mirror. It's just continuing up. The dollar's strong. If you look at let's see, where is it? Ritz in here. Awesome. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes for everyone to hop in, and then I'll break GJ down, starting with the weekly, like always. Yeah, the dollar is retesting 8-week highs right up here, and it's continuing strong right now. It's on this bullish trend right now. So the dollar is getting strong right now. I'm sure they get the coronavirus package coming in, and some things are happening. But overall, the dollar's extremely weak in the higher time. What's up? Rhett, what's up, buddy?
Yo, what's going on?
How are you?
Pretty good, bro. How are you?
Good, man. Good, man. All right, I guess I could start breaking GJ down. We'll start with the weekly. Show you what I'm thinking. Also, before we get to that, I just want to apologize. I didn't do the Asian breakdown. I'm going to do that every day moving forward. It's just like, this is a new group, so I'm still trying to get my personal schedule, and trying to figure out how everything could kind of work together and make sure that I'm doing everything on a proper basis. So I'm going to be starting the Asian breakdown starting tonight, moving forward every day of the week. I just completely forgot last night, and I was
I'll just put a chat in there, here, live chart, just currency strength over the last 24
Yeah.
hours. Don't know if anybody uses it.
yeah, it's good to look at. The pound is
Yeah.
euro, same thing. Dollar strong. Yep, JPY is stronger today, but overall it's pretty weak. All right, cool. Well, Chinese indicator. But let's restart this. Okay, so the weekly on GJ. Obviously, you guys know we're coming down from this price point. This is a bearish trend it's been in for a long time, but it broke out recently back in the beginning of January. It hovered around this area and just continued bullish to retest these areas at 144, 144, 600, 500, and now it's starting to retrace. It's starting to react to that area. But overall, it's in this bullish trend with prices pushing bullish back from the end of March. Ever since Corona was done, and again, as I pointed out yesterday, this was the financial crash back in 2008 over here. Price came down, made this low over here, snapped right back up, created resistance, and then created this low right down here at 120. Now, when it comes to Brexit, this dump right here on Brexit, and also Corona, which is right here, none of these passed the low of the 2008 financial crisis. It created this support at 128, where price just continued bullish through there. Where if you look at Corona right here in March, price just came down, tapped down here, and then snapped all the way back up above this support right down here. So looking at the monthly now, price has been in a bullish trend since then. So if you look at the daily, actually, yeah, daily. If you look at the daily, you look at obviously 141, that strong area. We always mark that off. Let's see if I got it right. Oh, wow, I was close. So we got 141 there. We got a previous resistance right over here that price passed above at 142, 200. So we got that resistance right over there. And then now if we look at the dump from Corona, it fell all the way from this wick up here. So if you look right there, we're going to mark that off. Yeah. Mark that off. And now price is reacting to that area right over here. It's forming resistance. If it does cross that resistance, where are we going to be going? I see us coming up to 144, 500, and then eventually 600, like Lee pointed out the other day. So we'll mark that off right there, creating resistance right there. And now it's looking like we're starting to come down. Now we're in this channel. Right here. that off right there. Okay. So we broke out of it a little bit. Now we're starting to come right back in, but our main confluence is levels. So on the 4-hour now, most recent support and resistance, we're starting to get a reaction to this previous support right over here. Previous resistance, cracked through it, then over here formed support right over here, and now it's starting to come down. Retested this area. What I want to do though is, where we at? Okay. We're continuing bearish right over here, but this isn't where I had my trend line before. That's why trend lines get a little tricky, because they're kind of subjective. So we're not even going to put that there. We're going to wait, because what I see happening right here is price forming this resistance right here at 144. Obviously tapped into 144, but really 144, 350, 650. Creating resistance. If it breaks below and closes below this area, I see it's mirroring this move down to come down. This is going to be a key level right here. Again, at 142, 200, where price retest that to continue up to 144 again to retest these highs and come right back up to 144, 600, then eventually 148, where we have this previous high right over here. So that's a longer term analysis right over there. So right here, we're just ranging a little bit. Price came down from this area, no bottom wick on this bearish candle right here. And then this candle came up to retest that area again, closed bullish, looked like it's forming support. Now this candle came back up to tap it. Now it's starting to come down below this bullish candle. So on the 4-hour, we're ranging. We're waiting for price to break below this area so that we could grab this move back down, the correction, the retest of price coming right back down. But we got to break a couple levels first. So as we see here, this is a pretty significant area right here. And I like to make this a bigger zone where price is just wicking up into this area, came down, formed the support. Now it's coming right back into that area. So if you look at the 30-minute, price looked like, let's forget the candle right now. Price looked like it was creating this resistance right over here to retap this area. Come right back down. This looked like a perfect setup where price came down, formed support, came back up to retest. Bearish candle, closed bearish, past the low of the previous candle, left a wick to fill to continue down this way. But it's looking like it might be a fake out for price to then come back up here to retest this area and maybe continue down. That's a scenario that we could get today, where ranges a little bit right around this area right here, and then continues down to 142, 800 or 850 if we get that. But that's what we're waiting for. We got kind of a mess right here. Support forming on the 30-minute. And we're coming right back into this range, which is not where I want to be trading. Any of you guys have any questions?
Yeah, where are you drawing your trend lines for the 4-hour?
For the 4-hour, yes. So the 4-hour, which I actually missed, good call. Oh, let's get this out here. Erase these. Hold on. Where's the eraser? There we go.
So Stefano, your overall bias is a bearish bias.
My overall bias is bullish. I'm just waiting for the correction for price to come down to create a support at one of these levels to continue up to retest these highs. But right now we're just kind of in a wedge of prices coming down. Now you could draw this trend line right here. Again, trend lines are very subjective. That's why I try to keep them only on the higher time frames. But you have this trend right here where price is just coming up, tapped it twice. It could be coming right back down to create a support right over here to continue back up, to retest this trend line, continue up, also retest 142,200, which is even more important for price to retest to continue up. But we might not even get that. It might just continue bullish. Might create a support right over here maybe to continue bullish. But that's where we're at with GJ. You could also draw one right here, Lee. Price could come right back down into this area to then continue up and retest this high.
I'll send my chart in. I'll show you where I've got mine, Joe.
Sure. Where's the chat? Nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So this is where I had it this morning. That's why it's so good to continue to erase your charts. So when you erase your charts, you get much better at charting and understanding where price is going. See, I don't even want to draw the resistance one because it's not lining up. So we could get that tap right into here. That's what price is following this trend line right here. Continue down into this area. We could get that move. Price is pushing bearish again. Could get a flip on this candle. It was grabbing liquidity again to then continue down. But I don't want to take that because it passed the high of this. And it's messy on the lower time frames. But it could have been just coming up into this area. That's why I was saying this area is so important. Because it created support over here. And here it was just grabbing liquidity. It was a order block over there. Support. Yeah, see how many times price is tapping into this area? And now it just wanted to tap into it one more time to continue down. Look at that. It's starting to flip bearish. What pairs do you guys look at? I know, Lee, you look at USD CHF. What else? GJ?
Yeah, GJ, EJ, GU. Just looking over a few. I don't trade them all at the minute. I'm just trying to get the strategy right that I'm trying out.
Yeah.
So I don't
that
need
makes
too
sense what I'm
many.
saying? Like you don't need like two different strategies. You could just do the same strategy on a higher time frame, lower time frame.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that out as well. But just while I'm at work, I can't exactly scalp because I haven't got the time.
Yeah, 100%.
So I need like longer holding trades really.
Let's see, who else is in here? Let's look at oh, might get a nice play on EJ. Price has been playing in this channel the whole time. Any of you guys trade EJ?
I do. It's
You
just
do?
a bit slow, that's all.
It is, yeah. But this is a nice retest right here. Price coming down. Coming into this mess over here. Could be retesting this area. Who's over here? Chat. Just GJ. Okay. Red, I like that video you made on Instagram. What's up?
I said I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, I probably sound sick. I've been sick the last few days.
Dude, I feel sick right now.
I think it's the
Feeling out
weather,
of it.
bro.
What's up?
I think it's the weather down here.
Yeah, could be. We got a bunch of snow. You probably didn't get any snow over there, right?
Nah.
So if you look at EJ is coming right back down from this 127 to 128 level. Pretty significant. If you look at the weekly, price came all the way up. These are weekly highs since 2019. Price created support in this area as well. And now it's starting to react to it. Again, this is the weekly creating support, came back down or came up, retested this high up here, and now it's just shooting down. I'd honestly still be in this trade if I took it Monday. Yeah, there was a opportunity Monday, which was our first live stream, so I didn't want to take a trade before our live stream, but I'll show you where I would have taken it. But price is just reacting to this level at 127, 150, 12700. Just coming right back down to this previous resistance over here. If you look at the 4-hour, price has been in this bullish trend, just tapping multiple times. Now it's starting to break below it to maybe come down and retest this level. And this is the higher time frames though. Now, Monday, where was the trade I would have taken? Let's look. I believe it's right here. So that's right. I wouldn't have been in this. It was right over here. Price created this resistance over here. And I would have been stopped at a break even. I would have grabbed this. That would have been 10 pips. Stop loss of break even. Would have been stopped out. But this would have been nice. But looking at the 4-hour, this is how you grab the intraday trades. You look at the 4-hour. You're up here. You see this obviously pretty key resistance up here. Price grab liquidity, closed bearish. And then if you look at the lower time frames, like the 5-minute, the 1-minute, you see that entry that you could have gotten on for the intraday trades, and you could have taken this whole thing down, left a wide stop loss. Maybe on the 1-hour, price broke below, consolidated a little bit, but this would have been a good play. But you got to wait for levels to break, and this is a little messy over here, so that would have been tough. Probably would have gotten stopped at a break even at some point from entering. So we're getting this break right over here. Good entry right here. Oh. It's been right here. The only problem is the range is too small. It's only 7 pips. Actually 10 pips total. So that's why, EJ doesn't have much volume, but it's good for traders just starting out so that you get used to, taking trades and waiting for candles to close instead of taking these impulse entries. EJ's a clean pair. Yeah, I better not be coming down with something. Not gonna lie, that deck of cards this morning I did not feel like doing. But you gotta get it in anyway. GJ. Services. So what's going on, guys? How was your day yesterday?
Just sent me a chart in that I've just marked up for my journal of yesterday's trade because I had to go to work, so I couldn't mark it up.
Is that in the chat?
Yeah, I've just posted it. I think I did anyway.
Oh, on Slack?
And haven't. I'll have to get the link again and post it in the chat.
Okay.
I think Christian's just put a link in.
What's up?
Christian's just put a link in.
Oh, Chris just put a link in. I don't see anything.
It's on here on Zoom.
Yeah, there's nothing over here. You guys see this right
No, I
here?
didn't put nothing there.
You did or didn't?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
I think I direct messaged Lee. Just
No,
TJ.
I sent
on
them a
accident.
message of direct message.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
That's why I've knocked the wrong button.
It's all good. So you entered as price came down and wick down
Yeah, I entered there.
and closed. Oh, nice. All right, cool.
I just
You-
closed it because it was coming up to 10 p.m. and I didn't want the spreads and going in the next day and everything, so I just closed.
You saw the demand, took this up. Okay. Now, were you able to grab this in the lower time frames?
Yeah, I just placed a buy limit down there because I'd already seen that it had broke the support that I've labeled up. So I thought if it goes anyway, it's probably going to come down to about just above this wick that I already had wicked down to the right. So
Yeah, if this is working for you,
I
keep
keep
doing it.
catching these.
Like I said, keep back testing it. Make sure that you know your win percentage with it. It's
Because if you see the blue box that I've highlighted, it's making lower lows and lower highs. So obviously I know that the buying pressure isn't going to be as good. Whereas if you look to the left, it comes straight from the top, hits the level, and then bounces straight back off to the top without hardly making any lower lows and lower highs. Whereas this is like you can tell that bullish is weakening. So
Yeah.
I knew it was going to break the level, so I just waited.
good stuff, man.
Normally I would enter at the bottom of that block, but not this time.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. This was the chart before. I like the colors. Yeah, see, price had to come right back up within this this zone right over here, this area, and just shoot right back down. So, what I'm waiting for is a clean break below this area. GJ is weak, or the pound is weak. We might get another retest of this area over here, and then continue down if it breaks that level too. But I don't see that happening. I see price reacting to this level at 142,800 and continuing up to create support over there. See, I keep trying to look at this move over here and see how I could have caught it, but it's just something that you kind of want to just stay out of. If you look at the 1 minute, price created this support. Broke out of that, and you could have probably taken it with this candle closing below that wedge. But other than that, that's a little bit more advanced. Kind of want to stay away from that. I'm getting some volume pushing in at 7. We could get a similar move as we did yesterday. Looking for a close below this area right here. Could get a retest on the lower time frames and get some confirmations and price coming down. Christian, are you on a plane?
No, I'm on the train headed to
Oh.
work. Yeah. We ain't got no 2 hour delay today.
Oh,
Be
okay.
back to normal. Yeah.
How far are you from work?
Like 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
Okay. Wow. That's a commute. All right, let's do a little breakdown of gold. Very similar area over here as we have right over here. So price has been bullish on gold. Just starting to react to this area as well, this bullish trend. You got price coming down right here. And it's been in this channel of price coming down. Now it's just like getting into a wedge. It's also created the support and resistance right over here. See that? Then you got support right here. So we've been in this since the beginning of January. Oh, notice here. We've just been ranging. It's been a mess. On the higher time frames, that's why it's hard to scalp gold right now. No, what's up, buddy? So this is a daily on. What's up, man? Got the daily on gold. Price creating support right over here, rejecting multiple times. Now it's starting to approach this zone as well. This key level right over here. We can mark that off. So on the 4 hour, price created this resistance, just shot down, strengthened the dollar. Price is just coming down from right around here. And now it's starting to come down and retest, but we wanted to break support and close below this area. If you see to the left, form support right here, close, form support, close bullish, came back down. You could have a nice move right back down to retest 1823. But if you guys want to catch any kind of intraday move, if you guys like, especially Alex, you got who else works throughout the day? Lee, Noah, you work from home. I don't know. There's a bunch of you guys. Christian, you guys want to wait. If you do trade gold, you want to wait for price to break out of here. And once it does, you get this clean move up right over here, and then you got a nice clean move down to take this all the way back to 1770. But I don't know if gold's going to be doing that with the weakness in the dollar. Right now, the dollar is kind of strong, but in the higher time frames, the dollar is pretty weak. So after we're done retesting this, unless we break out on the dollar currency index, if we create support or resistance over here and respect resistance and start coming down or bouncing off this area over here on the dollar index, we could start coming down and we could see gold starting to come up. But again, these are the moves you're waiting for. You don't, if you're intraday trading, why waste a lot of your capital if you're trying to scalp this and you see all these wicks in here? You want to catch this nice clean move, this clean move right here. It's a no-brainer. So now we're forming support here again on gold. Look at Look at the lower time frames. You want a solid close. So 30 minutes, so we'll adjust that. Rory, what's up, buddy?
What's up?
How are you?
Morning.
Good morning, man. So we could get a move on gold. If price closes above this area, could get a clean move to the left to take this up. 1839, 200. You see price forming support on the 1 hour. Get another strong bullish close. You get a close above this rejection area over here and get a clean move to the left. But not until it closes above this area, not past its closes, because you see all these wicks. You got that clean move to the left. Man, I'm coming down with something. I don't feel good at all. All that plowing yesterday.
Did some snow plowing?
Yeah, I was. My grandparents are older, so they can't really do it. I don't want my grandpa out there doing it, so I offered to go over there and do it for him. But now that all you guys are in here, I wanted to apologize. I wasn't able to do the Asian breakdown last night. I completely forgot. So obviously this group is brand new. I'm still trying to adjust my personal schedule for it, but it will get done. So every single day I'll be doing the Asian breakdown. Obviously I'll be breaking down New York in the live stream, but I'll post an analysis every day, like a video for you, especially you guys trading London every day. So you guys get a nice insight on some of these pairs and you understand where they're moving. But that should help. We could get a support forming over here on GJ. Right where it did over here, did the same thing. So if we get a support, we could get a retest of this area over here to continue down.
Did you catch that initial dip or no? GJ?
On GJ right here?
Yeah.
No, before I was looking at how I could have caught it. I was looking at this here. I don't know if you were in here when I broke down GJ, but we got this critical level, this zone right here at 143,400 all the way to 143,336, where price came down, reacted to this bearish trend line right here. And just shot down. Also, we had bad PMI. They were expecting it anyway, but it was they were expecting the 38, which obviously it's below 50, and whenever it's below 50, it's not good for the currency. So it was reacting to this level, created resistance over here around 3 o'clock in London. I think Derek caught part of this move. He closed 50% when he wasn't feeling comfortable, but this would have been my confluence that price is going to start coming down from here, knowing that the PMI was coming out bad. So right here, I saw this, and this is what I was waiting for before the live stream. I knew price was coming down, created this low, came up, retested. This is a perfect setup right here with a bearish close, with a wick to fill, wick past the previous. It's a strong bearish close, but this candle came up to grab liquidity again in this area to retest that area, and it just shot down. So where could we have gotten this? It's hard to tell because on the 15-minute, it's ranging. On the 5-minute, it's a mess. Price is up here. But as I was saying, if you guys were trading the very lower time frames, price created the support right here. Created the support in the lower time frames. Price came up. Once it closed below this bullish trend line right over here, with price knowing that price was coming back up into this area. Once it closed below this area, going to put a stop loss right up here. A very tight stop loss and a higher risk entry, but actually it would have only been like 6 pips, so that wouldn't have been that tight. But you would have grabbed 14 pips out of it. But these are more. This is more of a setup and a time frame that you want to back test and make sure this is happening. But knowing that price is coming up here, closed right back into the range. We'll draw another previous resistance over here. I know it's still blue, so you can't really see it, but price came up. This is a fake out in the 1 minute, came right back down into the range, past the close below this trend right here after price tapping multiple times, close below, stop loss up here, and take that down. Even tighter of a stop loss if you want, right above this bullish wick. Or you could have waited for this retest right here and grab this right there. Stop loss 2 pips away. But again, these are, you wouldn't even want to put your stop loss there. It would be a little bit tighter or a little bit wider. And you could have taken this down, knowing that this is, again, all time frames are the same. The only difference between them is time. So this is still a perfect, setup for you. But I would have had a wider stop loss over here. But that's basically the only way you could have grabbed this if you drop down to the 15-minute time frame. Also adding the extra confluence of the pound being weak today. Should see me right now. I have 3 different drinks. I have water, I have OJ, and I have coffee, all right next to each other. So I have a choice of all 3.
Pick your poison.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're getting a drop. Let's get this mess out of here. And then also same thing with EJ. If you guys want to look at the setup right over here as price is coming down, as I broke it down before, price coming down from that 127, 128 level. Obviously, it stopped short of 128, which is that key level on EJ. Price came up, retested, just came down. Now it came back up to retest again, and it's been bearish ever since Monday, which is that trade I would have caught, but I would have been stopped at a break even. But after it came down here back in mid-January, it's been in an uptrend, came back down to retest. Now it's starting to retest that area again, but it's crossing. It's closing below that trend line right there. So it's starting to come down. You might have a clean move to the left. Not really a clean move, especially on the 1 hour. But if you look at the higher time frames, you have this move to the left. Clean setup where price created this low, came up, we passed the low here. This would have been another intraday trade opportunity for you. 13 pip stop loss. Take profit right down here, anticipating that price is going to break out of this trend line right here. You could have secured once it got down here, but this could have been an intraday securing on the way down. Stop loss at break even, especially once price started crossing below the bullish trend line. Stop at break even, just let that run. If it hits you at break even, that's fine. You could secure on the way down. It's definitely secure at this level where it's at right now. As a previous support, and then the rest just let it run. Could probably secure at another area right here, and that's it. This would have been secure at 38 pips, and then another at 57, 58.
Hey, Stefanos, look at gold right now.
Let's see. Yep, creating that support over here. Good call. So we're waiting for this close above. I know some of you guys weren't in here, but we're looking at this level at 1833. So we want that close above. This is kind of what we were looking at. What was that on GJ yesterday, Noah? Yeah, that was GJ. Price was stuck in that range. But we have a clean move right over here to the left. Could take this, wait for the retest on the lower time frames. Here you go. Perfect. So close above, little retest on the 5 minute. Since gold is gold, and take this up. 1839.
I'm in buys for it already.
You're in buys? Okay.
Yeah, I'm 1 to 2 right now.
Nice. Yeah, you see all these rejections right here?
Mm-hmm.
Nice intraday play would be a breaking close above 1841. Price retest on the lower time frame, like the 30-minute, 15-minute. Take this up to mirror this move right here.
Yeah, that'd be super clean.
Let's look at the index again. Obviously, the dollar is super weak. It's taking a dump. Oop. It's just shooting down, but it's back at its 8-week high right over here. So if we get a close above that and break out of this channel right over here, you're going to see gold tanking a little bit. And that's when we'll see gold mirroring this move instead of this move. So Alex, how do you feel about that promotion? Wait, do you like being called Alex?
Yeah, that's fine. I put my whole name there. But everybody calls me Alex anyway because they chop up my name anyways.
do you like that or no?
Yeah, that's fine.
All
I
right,
don't
cool.
care. And yeah, I'm excited, man. It's not really a promotion, but at least I'll be able to, come in the streams in the mornings.
Yeah.
Once I transfer over. So
Listen, I'd look
it's
at
pretty
it as
cool.
a promotion if it gives you more opportunities to trade.
Hell yeah, man! I actually having a really hard time with not being able to be on here in the mornings.
Yeah, it's tough and waking up for London.
Yeah, and then I don't really like London. I don't know.
What don't you like about it?
It's just I'm not used to it. I back tested for like a month on Soft4fx,
Mm-hmm.
but I just like the volume in New York. New York is just like.
Oh, that's what Giovanni
Awesome.
was saying. You guys were back testing it by accident, right?
Yeah, well, not by accident. That's what we were doing because that's what I wanted to trade, but I don't think I'm gonna trade that. Can't sleep, man.
I know. So I mean, if you come to the charts super tired, you're not going to be thinking right. You're going to be all over the place. You'll be feeling like shit. Like I'll be honest right now. Like I think I'm coming down with something. I have no idea what it is, but I feel like shit right now. But you have to learn how to manage your state, like manage your mood, everything. And the faster you learn how to do that, the more successful you're going to be in a shorter amount of time. If you can master your state and whatever's going on in your mind and whatever you're thinking, if you could just switch that on the click of a dime, however that saying goes, you'll be much better. That deck I did this morning, I did not feel like doing that. For
Sell
some
happening
reason, I
right
feel
now
like-
on GJ.
What's up?
A good little sell on GJ now, no?
Let's see what we got. Yeah, I want to wait for a close below this area. Because look at this. This was the move, and this is what happened with you the other day, right? You missed. I think was that Monday.
Monday, yeah.
I think that was Monday. Yeah. So you saw this move and you ended up selling a little bit low, a little bit late. So in that case, you want to wait for the retest, wait for that close below support. This is the 30-minute time frame, so that's a strong support right here. Want to wait for that. We could get a wick fill right down in this area right over here. Could get the move, just wait for a close below here, retest, and then you will have 17, 18 pips to play with. So you can at least get 8 pips out of that. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But again, as I was saying, like, just learn how to manage your state, and I promise you, the sky's the limit after that. It's hard. Sometimes you just don't feel like doing things, and you just got to talk to yourself.
Yeah.
Just be like, shut up, bitch. Get it done. Whatever it is.
Silence
Stefano,
what's up?
if you look at the 5 minute, there was a big candle that closed below
DJ?
support. Yeah.
Yep.
That's you wouldn't take that trade, right? Because it's still not a strong confirmation since it's a 5 minute.
Well,
right?
I wouldn't take it, but what I would do is I would wait for the retest, and if I get a clear sign that price is starting to like create a resistance right over here, I would take a lower risk sell, knowing that we have some area over here. See this rejection right down here? Price just shot down over here as well, over here. So we got a clean area and not much recently. So if we get a bearish close right over here, you could take that. But again, that's the 5 minute. So just be careful with that. If that's something that you haven't back tested that much yet, just, be aware, lower your risk maybe. But again, you're coming to the chart with 2 opportunities, right? Is this what you want to take it on a 5 minute move? So that's, I'm not going to tell you not to take something, but I'll tell you just to think critically, think, smart.
All right.
Where were you thinking of taking it?
So, I initially thought, once the there's a candle at 7:15 on the 5 minute, that big 7:15 candle on the 5 minute close below support. So once it broke that low on the 5 minute, you could take something there, take a sell there, and with a stop loss above the candle, the previous candle.
This could be it right here. But again, this is the 1 minute. See that little retest?
Yeah.
To me, I want to wait for a a little bit higher of a time frame retest, maybe the 5 minute, maybe the 1 minute. But price, this is the 5 minute candle for 720. So price came up, created its top wick. Now it's starting to come down. It's ranging over here a little bit. You just want to monitor it. Don't get too anxious. It's only 7:30.
I've never really used the 1 minute, so the 1 minute to me is like foreign. But
yeah, exactly. And see that, like, it's the confirmations are so much weaker. Like if this was the 30 minute or the 15 minute, and you got that bearish close right there. That would
you gotta
be,
get out.
That's something that you would want to take. But here we might be getting this retest right here that we're waiting for. See how the 5 minute closed?
Yeah.
Pushed all the way down, closed bullish. Now it's starting to come up into this area. Could be retesting where this wick came down and rejected. You see that?
Yep.
So it could be coming up there to create a resistance and then come back down. But if not, you got the 15 minute coming back up above support. Is it going to create that support again and reject that to continue up? That's what we wait and see. So like we're gonna start doing these things on either Sunday or Saturday. I think Sunday would be better because you guys are out on Saturday, you're doing your thing, and maybe you're enjoying your weekend with your family, whatever the case may be. But on Sunday, I would love to hop on a Zoom and just go over like any kind of struggles you guys are going with your trading. You bring up some of your struggles with the group where somebody might be having the same exact thing going on. And we just go over it. I break down your chart for you. We do whatever. And then the other, every other weekend we'll do back testing sessions. But right now we could do a little bit of that when we're waiting for price. So does anybody have like maybe a trade they're kind of questioning? We could break it down, whatever the case is, any pair. We'll look at maybe the trade you had an issue with, and then I'll take a look at it.
Well, yesterday I took a trade and I kind of wanted to send it on the chat just so everybody can see it. It's I don't have a question or anything, but I took an entry and I clicked on the entry and the candle had so much movement that by the time it opened my move, it was a horrible entry.
Okay. Did you chart it and everything?
Yeah, I charted it. I'll send it.
Yeah, send it in the chat in here and we'll bring it up. Rhett, are you still in gold?
My bad, I was muted. Yeah, I'm still in gold.
All right, cool. Did you close 50 at all or anything?
Yeah, I closed half.
Okay, cool. And you're just letting the rest run. That's the whole idea. I don't think Derek's in here. I think he's working. But the whole idea of closing 50 is just to let the rest run and just let it go.
Yeah.
And leave your stops where they were. And it should take a lot for you to close the rest of it. When I close the rest of it or another 50, it's a trade that you probably shouldn't even be in. Like, it's not going to be valid.
Yeah.
And you want to hold back as much as possible to close the other 50%. But if you just don't feel comfortable, which he didn't, which is good, he ended up closing 50, and the trade ended up going the opposite way, like he planned it would. But that's why you just let that 50 run.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it.
That is right. I closed my first position, but I entered a second one on that retrace before the next push up.
Okay. You could be getting a retracement here on the 1 minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for too.
I'm just gonna put GJ back on and use the bathroom real quick. Getting that retest. This might be our move, guys, because we did close below this area on the 5 minute. But if price on the 5 minute comes back up and closes back in this range, that might be a good indication that this was a little fake out over here. And price is going to do the same thing it did right over here. History repeats itself. And again, that's all we do is we wait. So I'm going to leave it on here. Let me just use the bathroom. I'll be right back. But Alex, if you want to bring that chart up, I'll break that trade down if you want.
Yeah.
Back in this range, we got Jaden here too. Awesome. I might have to cancel my drive. Gotta be safe. Some cold. All right. So it looks like we're starting to reject this area again. And if we get, I don't know, I want to take a buy here. If we're in a downtrend, you want to wait for resistance to form. Let's check. Constantly checking other time frames. If we form support here, I could see price coming up. Oh, wrong tool. Let's see price coming up and retesting this trend line over here and continuing down. Does that make sense? But looks like we're breaking down. Look at that. Getting the fill of this wick. Jay, what are you looking at this morning? You're on mute.
I'm looking at the same thing as you.
Oh, good stuff. Not that you being on mute does anything anyway. With that mic. Yeah. Alex, so you see what we're looking at here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're closing right back into this range, left the wick to fill, flip bearish, and now we're forming support right over here again, right where it did to the left. Multiple rejections. If we get a break above this level right here, could get a I'm not saying to take a buy, but potentially could. I mean, this is a critical level over here. See that? So if price ends up maybe consolidating over here with an order block all the way to this level, or retesting this area again to critical level. And then if you just look at what price did right here, strong bullish candle, just started pushing up. But if you want to trade with the trend, with the current trend, I mean, the current trend is bullish. Oh, I got to show you guys what I did yesterday with that trade. Where did we take that? That was right over here, right? So I ended up closing at the bottom, knowing that Here, actually, I'll just bring up the journal. Haven't gotten a chance to write everything yet, but I ended up closing the full thing right down here. And the reason I did that, I'm going to break this down on Instagram. But the reason I did that was this area right over here. Price wicked down into this area multiple times, created the support, and just shot right back up. Now, I was already 38 pips in profit. And what I did was I was dropped down to the 1 minute. This is the benefits of looking at the 1 minute. Is this candle form support? These are very weak candles. Obviously, all these candles are very weak because it's the 1 minute, but created support right over here. As this candle passed the high of these candles right over here, I actually moved my stop loss, from break even. I moved it right above here, and then I ended up moving it above here once price created this resistance and shot down. But after moving my stop loss, I'm not going to move it again. I'm not going to move it back up. I'm just going to keep it there. But with price forming support right here, I had a good feeling that price is going to come back up and retest this area again before heading down, or close above, form support, and come all the way back up to my previous entry. Now, that's exactly what it ended up doing. I would have gotten stopped out up here. It's still a runner, so it didn't even matter if I did get stopped out, but I wanted the most amount of pips that I could have possibly gotten on that, and I wanted to play probability. This whole game is all probability. So if price forms support right here, what's the odds of it coming back up and hit me at my runner stop loss? You just got to keep asking yourself these questions. Now, look what ended up happening. You could, move this P&L tool all the way over here. I would have gotten stopped at break even if I just let my runner go with my original stops at break even. But instead, I kept moving my stop loss down here just to trail it. But again, if you look at that area to the left, even on the higher time frames, on the 30-minute, it's just consolidating. Liquidity grabbed over here to continue up. So right over here, with price forming that support in the 1 minute, again, that's why I decided to close. Now back to GJ. Does that help you guys at all?
Yes, sir.
Good job. Christian, can't wait to have you back working out.
Me either, man. I feel crazy not working out.
I know. It's the worst. Here, we're starting to consolidate over here. EJ, wow. See what I was saying before with this entry? This looks appealing, especially on the 30-minute. Price comes down, closes below this trend line right over here, comes up, retest, get a nice clean bearish close. Well, it's a weak bearish close on the 30-minute, but it's still a wick to fill and retest in this area over here. And you could have grabbed this move, but the thing is, the reason I wouldn't have taken this is because this is a 10 pip range. You don't want to be in that. Red, how old is that dog?
She is a year and a half, maybe.
She's one of the puppies?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, she's really big now.
She's a wolf.
Yeah, I like her coat. She's really dark, like turned
Awesome.
out. So.
Dude, I've always wanted a German Shepherd or a Black Lab, and I was up in the city a couple of weeks ago, and I saw this dude walking a dog. It's called a Blue Bay Shepherd. And have you seen him?
Nah, I've never heard of it.
This is what I want. But I want to rescue a dog, so I can't. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to rescue one of these, but
you can have both, purebred and a rescue dog.
That's true. Dude, look at this thing.
Oh shit! That was like a wolf for real.
Right? Beautiful, beautiful coat.
He's a beautiful dog.
but I saw it walking in the city. I was like, damn, I need that.
Shit, I might have to get one too.
I know. Look at that thing.
Pretty dog.
It's like a German Shepherd, but softer.
Yeah, literally.
Softer. Look at that.
A little more fluffy.
All
Cute
right,
little
looking at
puppy.
dogs now. We gotta look at the chart.
Look at fucking gold. Take the fuck off.
Nice. Yeah,
Hell
that would
yeah.
have been a good play. This would have been. Pip stop. Thing is, it's in this range. I'd secure. If I would have taken this, I would have secured right around here and moved my stop right up below this candle right here. And even though I didn't take this, like this should help you guys. Like this is exactly what I would have done. Price came down to retest, very weak bearish candle right here, almost flip bullish basically, and then momentum before the 8 a.m. open. Prices started pushing this up, creating a higher low and a higher high, passing the high of this candle. Nice impulse entry. This would have been. I hate this thing. I would have secured at 10 pips right up here. Perfect. I texted them. I will. Yeah, this is perfect. Perfect retest right here. Price closed this candle right here, closed above these wicks. And this candle ended up pushing up. That's where I would have secured. Stop loss right here. Now with price coming down like this, I would close 50. With price coming right back down to the entry, you already secured 80% up here. Whatever the runner is, I would have secured 50%, close 50%, and that's how you manage risk. If the rest hits my stop loss, that's fine. But that's only what 10% of my position, my original position. What's up? Part of me Can you guys hear me? Part of me is tempted to take this gold with this little retest right here after forming this bottom wick, but I'm going to wait until the 8 a.m. open to see if we get a break above this resistance right over here on the 15-minute and mirror this candle right here. So a little retest right here. Grab that. Grab at least 10 pips out of that. Go back to whoop. Get GJ now. GJ is grabbing liquidity today like that. Keep seeing these perfect entries, and then price comes right back up. You would have gotten stopped out. Same thing with right here. If you took an impulse entry, as price passed the low of that candle, which you wouldn't do because you got a support right here, but price just came back up. Now it's flipping bearish. Again, I'm looking for this move right here. EJ still forming support. Alex, do you ever send that chart over?
Oh yeah, I sent it. It's on
Oh, you
New
sent it
York
to Slack?
session. Yeah, it's on the New York session tab.
You guys see my screen? There we go. I'm gonna do this.
I don't know if you can see it there, but
damn. Chart not found. Card not found. Oh, is your thing set on private?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna.
All right, try now. I just switched it to public.
Okay, cool. Okay. So yeah, you took a sell with this wick right here at the low.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to take that sell right there. It's just I meant to take it at the break of the previous candle, and then I guess it lagged and price went down like super fast. So it actually my entry took right there where the at 143.46 where I have the yellow line.
Yeah.
So and it was horrible. I lost 11 pips and it was just
okay, so when did you realize that this was a bad trade?
as soon as I got it.
Yeah, so like start working on that when you're gonna get into a lot of these. It happens, especially in the beginning, especially when you're not too sure about your trading, you're not as confident. Work on just not hesitating, closing 50% or closing the full thing when you feel uncomfortable, closing the full thing when you feel like it's a trade you shouldn't be in. Start working on that. You have magic keys, right?
Yeah, I just haven't even been able to set it up because of work.
Okay, I think Noah's in the same spot, so we got to get that going for you guys. Either I'll help you do it, or I'll get Gabriel to help you do it, who runs Magic Keys. He'll be able to set that up for you.
You should make a video on it and put it in your course.
Yeah, I can do that too. I mean, the video is pretty self-explanatory on the website, but I'll make a video.
I like your voice better.
What's up?
I like your voice better.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, there's the videos on the website, the ones that come in the card, the link that Raja puts for the card. I started watching them, but I have to watch it like 2 or 3 times to to be able to understand, and I was still a little confused. So, but
Yeah.
I honestly just haven't been able to actually just sit and do it. And since I've been trading on my phone at work, it's like,
yeah, it's trading on your phone is tricky, especially if you have MT5. Sometimes it freezes. It hasn't frozen for me, so it's hard for me to say that. But I've heard issues of using MT5. It freezes while you're in a trade, something like that. But also, you're very, very, very prone if you don't have like extreme self-discipline. You're very prone to overtrade when you are trading on your phone and you're out of your normal. Like if I'm trading on my phone, like in front of my computer, that's not bad. But when you're out like working in a setting, you see a quick setup and you're getting ready for a surgery, you know, and you want to take that, and all of a sudden you take it, you don't manage the trade because you're in the middle of something, and you lose that trade, then you're like, you see another setup, you're like, I'm just gonna make up for that loss. I don't care because I'm on my phone, I'm not journaling. You know, you get very, very undisciplined pretty quickly when you're trading on your phone. So it's that's
yeah, no, it's horrible.
what's up.
I said it's horrible. I don't recommend it at all.
That's probably why you took those 6 trades the other day, right? No
Yep.
more of that, man.
Nope. That's a goal for 2021.
I don't know. Over trading ain't welcome in here. So if we get a close below this area right here, we could get an opportunity. With the 8 a.m. volume, it could be pretty similar to the trade yesterday. Let's get rid of this. See, now a lot of guys would be prone to take this sell already with price passing the low of this candle right here, but you want to wait for the close below. It's all about working on your discipline. Trust me. Like sometimes you're going to miss trades. That's fine. But, you know, you're going to be able to catch that same exact trade in 2 or 3 times after you see it. But like to work on your discipline in the beginning and make sure that you're not taking stupid trades, like building that is just a skill within itself, just like risk management. So the quicker you do that, and I focused on it right from the beginning, and now it's easy for me to hold back. It's easy for me not to take stupid trades. I used to take stupid trades in the beginning. If you look at my old journal, you know, a lot of them are just like knee slappers. Like, what the fuck am I thinking? I think I got to stop cursing on here because I've been posting these on YouTube. So if we get a close below here, get a little retest on the 5-minute, that's what I'm looking for. You don't want to enter, especially before the New York Open, you don't want to enter at a time like 7:56 because the 1 hour always gets that pull, not always, but most of the time gets that pullback before price starts coming back and continuing in your direction. I'm looking for a retest right back into this level at 143. 143. Dude, this is what I was saying since Monday. That price is going to come back down to 143 and then continue up possibly to 143,700, 144 flat again to retest the high it made on Monday, and then eventually 144,600. But I've been eyeing this 143 level flat for a little bit now. Again, you want that close below this area, especially on the 1 hour. That's good confluence. But look at that. It's starting to snap back a little bit 3 minutes before the open. Constantly monitor.
Yeah, if I was in a trade already, once that the current candle broke the low and I see that price is going back up, I'd be fucking shitting bricks already.
So guys, be honest. Like, is that something that you would have taken normally? That
Yeah, I lost most trades like that.
What's up?
Taking it one. I said I lost most of my trades taking those impulse, I guess, entries just like that.
Yeah. And there's so much that you got to pay attention to. You got to pay attention to these wicks getting rejected above this level right over here. You got to pay attention to the prices at psychological levels. Got to pay attention to the time. It's right before the New York Open. So that's not a good time to take a trade. Normally, if I'm in a trade, say I entered it around 7:30, I'm either securing or closing the full thing before 8 a.m. Around right around this time, 7:58. Same thing around 8:30. If I take a trade at 8:30, I'm closing right around 9 o'clock, right before 9 o'clock, because you're going to get that pullback. And especially on a pair like GJ and gold, that'll snap right back and take you right out. Especially on a high volume day when you got news coming out and stuff. But this looks like we're going to get this close below, and that'll be good.
So, Steph, you saying it's usually pullbacks around 8 and 9 a.m.?
Yeah, there's a high probability that you're going to get a pullback for the 1 hour top way. Like if price is bearish, you're going to get the close of the, let's hope it's below here. You're going to get the top wick forming, especially during the New York Open. You're going to get the top wick forming, and then we're going to continue down. But we want this to close, this 1 hour candle to close below this support over here. And that's all you're waiting for. You got 1 minute. And it looks like it closed a little bit below it, but look at the other time frames. This is kind of like yesterday. That first trade that we took yesterday, that's that premature sell after price, it looked like we had that trend line and price retesting the trend line to flip bearish. If we go over here real quick, I mean, I take it off of GJ, but look at this. So you see how price came up all the way here, retested that area, and then flipped bearish. This candle, we took that impulse entry thinking that we were going to get the volume to push down, continue down. We were going to get that move that we got later on. But this candle came all the way right back up to retest this area again to continue down. And that's pretty similar to what's going on right here at the 8 a.m. open. Price closed above support. Now it's starting to form support. Now you guys would have been stopped out if you entered this impulse entry. Right, Christian?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now on EJ, this could have been an entry on the 5 minute or the 1 minute, but it's a little messy. See all this mess over here in EJ? Kind of want to stay out of that. But if you look at the 4 hour. Oh, yeah. So this is what I was saying about gold. Actually, I was saying if price closed above here, we're going to get that retest, but right here, we could be getting that retest. This, I don't know if Noah's here, but this was similar to what I was saying last night, that gold trade that you were taking.
Yep.
You know how I was saying price would come back down to 1840 and retest? Where is that? Right over here. This order block down here, price created resistance. Right over here would have been a nice entry. And that's what you took? Where was the entry again?
I think 1842 up to 1844.
Nice. And then you
Yeah.
closed, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I took it to top.
Good spot to close.
I should have gotten in lower. I was watching it, but I was trying to figure out the gold pair on FTMO, and you have to trade mini lots. So I was trading like 100 lot last night.
100. Oh, I forgot you were with.
Yeah, because they're minis. So it was just a quick scalp.
Yeah. This is what I would have targeted for price to come up into this area, but I would have been securing on the way. So obviously gold moves pretty quick. So if I took this after price broke this resistance over here and came back down here to retest it, closed bullish right there, I would have taken that, secured at this area right over here, stop loss at break even, stop that break even right here. I would have went to bed. Cool. Now we might have a nice gold play with a retest right here and continue bullish.
I've just missed 20 pips by like, my entry was 2 pips away, I think.
What on gold?
No, on a pound card.
Oh, the is that what you were talking about before?
Yeah, no, that was USD. I'll send it in the chat here.
Hold on real quick. Yeah, GJ's just playing around. One second, Lee. Just looking at gold real quick. If we get a bullish flip, thinking about taking this. But this would have been the entry and you missed it?
By like 2 pips, I think it was.
Wow. So you wouldn't enter a market entry right there?
No, not just in case it comes down and retests again, that's all. So I could get in there, but like I'm like 15, 20 pips away from where I wanted, so my stop's going to be massive.
Got it.
Well, I think it will come down retest. I want to see more rejections anyway, so it might be better that I missed it.
Okay. see something. Ray, how you doing over there? You still in gold?
Yep, I'm still in it. I just got my stop at break even. I'm letting it run.
This could be coming right back down to. There we go. Could be honoring this. Price is flipping bullish.
I want EU to come down a little bit more so I can get a better entry. And then
Whoa.
Like that on GJ is forming like an engulfing pattern now on the 5 minute.
CGJ. Flipping bearish. Yeah, GJ might be a good play right now.
Or they go for sales like.
Yeah, I'm gonna take GJ on the pass of the previous 15-minute with stops above this candle right here. So 10 pip stop loss, take profit on 19 pips to retest this area right over here. Probably secure around 10. Yeah, obviously secure around 10 pips. Yep.
You're in on that, Stefanos?
I'm about to be. I'm just waiting for the impulse.
Waiting for the break of the previous 15.
Yes. Yes. Oh, what am I doing? Eight 11, you might get that 8:12, 8:15 a.m. volume pushing in. Oh shit. Damn it.
what happened?
Just entered gold by accident.
I fingered it.
That's a shitty move. I mean, I like the bullish potential. I'm about to probably close it if I don't like it. It's got that resistance on the 1 minute. I like it because of the structure it's in right now, and that's the reason I had the magic key set on it. Oh, there we go. Good shit. I'm done. Wow. Did you guys just see that? I just grabbed like how many pips? Like 50 pips on gold by accident.
Holy shit.
Stops at break even. All right, I'll take it.
Nice.
Say whatever works.
That's ridiculous. Gotta love that push right before 8:15. If you guys trade gold, that's a beautiful push normally. You're in New York. They go Rhett.
Yo.
All right. I'm going to use some of the profits from gold on GJ if it breaks the low of this candle right here. Cancel take profit. Keep going gold. And then this, if this does happen with GJ, this is my last trade of the day. That's hilarious.
Wow. Look at fucking gold.
I love those accidental trades.
Damn.
Oh man, it's ridiculous. Sorry about that, guys. I mean, I did call it in a way. But way before. Like I didn't call that exact trade. I apologize. I wish I was ooh.
What was your entry price for gold?
The entry price for gold was 1838.01.
Fuck, it's come back down quick.
Yep. I got stops at break even there. Nope. Cancel. Save.
And we wait.
Yeah, what's going on with GJ real quick? Yeah, no. See? That's why we wait, right?
Nope.
Oh, fuck.
See that pullback on gold? How nasty that is?
I'm still seeing your GG chart for some reason.
Yeah.
Unless you froze your screen.
So I was just managing on so I'm gonna point out what I did on gold right now. But this is what I was calling out before in the lower time frames. What I was saying, I was gonna respect this trend line and I was gonna enter as price past the high of this candle, but I didn't mean to because I was looking more at GJ. GJ is my main pair, so I wasn't planning on taking that. Let me just make sure this is all set and I'll write this down for you. Okay. See, it's coming right back down to retest this trend line. I got stopped out, by the way, but okay. So we had this support formed. Oh, still in the middle of there. So previously we had this support respected 1833. Price came down. We've been in this range on the higher time frames. Safe buys would be above 1842 for price to come up and mirror this candle, retest this wick over here, and come into this little area, as you can see right there. So that this would be a nice entry right here. But what I was looking at was price forming support, as we were pointing out with the rep before, with this bullish candle right here. Very weak candle. I think you entered pretty early, right? But you're used to that. You know, you trade gold pretty often, I guess.
You talking to
What's up?
talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can show you my point of view on it when you get done.
Yeah, of course, please do. So as you're looking right here, where would a good impulse entry be? You guys can annotate if you want. But where, like, if you were to take this on the 1 hour, where would you take it? Like, Rhett, if you want to point that out.
On the 1 hour, I'll never take entries on the 1
Okay,
hour.
yeah, you trade a little bit differently, so that's a tough question for you. So anyway, we got these rejections over here. We got rejections over here. But as price anticipating volume from 7 o'clock, made a higher low and passed the high of this bullish wick right here, forming support. We know support's formed over here. Also previously at 1833, you would have had a nice how many pips is this? You could have a conservative stop loss right down here, 38 pips away, or below this candle. After price passed the high of this candle, you would have grabbed 24 pips, 25 pips out of that. You could have secured at this level on the lower time frames right here, and then that would have been good. These trades right here that I'm pointing out to you is what I'll journal later and put back into my journal. Just so that I know, the way gold moves and how I could catch this later. But what I did was I knew support was forming here. I was being conservative, waiting for price to break 1836, close above, came back and retested. But if you look at the lower time frames over here, the 5 minute price formed the support over here. On the 1 minute, you had price in a bullish trend right over here. So back to the 15 minute where price came up, came all the way back down, retested with this candle right here, and then formed a support to retest this area over here. You see these wicks and these candle bodies that closed over here as well, support. And I saw this bullish candle right here. So I was waiting for a bullish close. And I would actually, no, what I was waiting for was this candle to close bullish and then or pass the high of this bearish candle right here. That's what I was waiting for. I put my stop loss down here, was not going to enter it yet. I was planning on entering GJ or actually opening my calculator, and I pressed open trade by accident, which is obviously a rookie mistake, but ended up benefiting. I like the setup anyway, so it wasn't like a stupid trade. It was just a stupid trade because I didn't mean to enter it. But as price passed the high of this candle with 8:15 a.m. volume, it's a good confluence that price is going to come up and retest this wick, this high up here. So that's what I was looking at. Again, I got to break this down later. And yeah. Let's take a look at it. Are these lower time frames starting to make sense to you, some of you guys? Like, just don't execute on them yet, but just, start to study them, understand like the way they move. That's why I've been looking at them, because you get so much confluence. Like gold was a perfect example of that with this trend right here on the 1 minute. Price just bouncing off this trend after forming support to key level right here. Could have taken buys up here, but that's on the 1 minute. I wouldn't do that. What you wait for is this retest over here, price to break above this area right here, and you're off to the races. That's what we did by accident.
Rhett, what were you gonna say?
Yes. Right, you with us?
Oh, my bad. I was muted.
Love you.
Can I share my screen or?
Yeah, of course.
All right, bet. Let me turn my volume up on my laptop.
There you go.
There we go. Basically, or the way I trade smart money concepts. So basically, let's see a good way to Do y'all know what smart money concepts are or not?
It's institution.
Yeah, basically it's trading like institutionally in a sense. So basically, I didn't really go to the higher time frames of gold because they're messy. I really just saw it on the 15-minute and based it off that. Ooh, almost got stopped out right there by then. Basically what I did, I saw this leg right here. Let me see if I can get my drawing tool. This leg right here on the 15-minute broke minor structure right here. And so basically what I was waiting for is a pullback back into my my entry zone, which would have been right here. Nala, hush. Dang, so annoying. So right here, and on the 15-minute, I saw that there was also an imbalance right here between these candles, which needed to be filled. And as you can tell, it got hit multiple times. I saw this candle right here. It really, let me go a little bit lower. A minute. It went right into my, let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. Boom, right here. It went right to the bottom part of my point of interest, what I call it. And I want to see how price reacted off of that. And I broke minor structure right here again. Boom. And so I was like, I'm gonna wait for a retest of that, which was, you can see it better on the 1 minute too, the break of structure. So this leg, it's one leg on the 5 minute, but on the 1 minute, it's just a complex pullback, all these ups and downs. There's a huge fair value gap, if that's what you want to call it, right here. I usually try to enter on the bottom part of the fair value gap, which is where this green box was, and you can see it got wicked right here. So with the spread, it was like 3 pips up. So this is my entry right here on that. And I also saw on the 1 minute, there's a ton of equal highs right here. And so I was anticipating these equal highs getting taken out pretty easily. Oh, look at gold shooting up again. So they did get taken out, and that's when I closed my first position and I entered my second position on the retrace right here. But if I would have kept my first position, I would have been up 1 to 6 right now. But it's a breakdown what I saw on gold and why I entered it, and paying off pretty nice now. So
cool.
It's so crazy how there's so many different strategies, so many different like ways that you can make money on each pair too.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
I'm actually in EU too.
What's up?
I'm in EU right now too.
Awesome.
And
same concept.
Yeah, where this wick is right here, I had a fucking limit set right here, and it missed it by maybe half a pip.
Wow.
I was like, wow, what the fuck? Because it's red. But yeah, it's the same concept. But a little bit different on this one.
Go ahead.
I got the days marked out. You're good. But what I knew is like highs and lows of the week are made on either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And obviously the low Monday right here, low Tuesday right here. And I saw we took the Wednesday low right here. Or we took Tuesday's low right here. And so I was anticipating a move back up, as this could be potentially the low of the week on Wednesday. I'm overall bearish on EU right now, but I think we're gonna have a good retrace up for the rest of the week.
Yeah, I mean, I'm bearish on it too, because you got the strength in the dollar right now at 8-week highs. EU going on with Brexit and everything. It's you could get multiple different opportunities on like AU, EU, when you see the strength of the dollar, because the dollar is such a safe haven.
Yep. And we had a lot of liquidity sitting right here that was also taken out. I want to see EU come down to this area right here. Like a really nice long. Like is trend trade right now, but something short term. But yeah, that's what I'm in right now at the moment.
I like it.
Appreciate it.
And let me screen with you guys. See GJ right now? It's gonna come up and tap this level again. Now this is a good opportunity for you guys. Price form and support in the lower time frames over here. Oh wait, I remember Derek said something. Okay, so 1 and 5 minute are still difficult. I usually manage trades on 5 minute, but only go as low as 15 minute when looking to enter. Yeah, I mean that's smart, and I suggest all of you guys do that. All I'm saying is to just look at it, and nothing's better than seeing price action on the 1 minute and being able to see where price is moving every single minute, just to get structure on what's going on with it. So that never happened with GJ. You see price kind of in a bullish structure after forming support over here, respecting that support on the higher time frames right over here. And now it's starting to come right back into the range on the 15 minute. But yeah,
I don't like that range.
What's up?
That if price goes back into that range above 143, no. Would you?
No, not at all. I don't trade. I wait for a trending market. Like price right now is in a bearish market right here. So I'm waiting for resistances to be formed. But if you get a support at a higher time frame support, like the 15 minute or the 30 minute over here, again, I'm bearish on GJ in the short term. So we could get support formed right here to continue up and retest this area, or consolidate to retest this trend line over here. If you look over here, price form support, and then continue up, consolidate over here, consolidate over to here, and then continue down, retest this area to continue down over here. And then eventually, like I said, 143 is a key level. So price form support over here to then continue up and break this bearish trend to continue up to 143, 700. 143, 700, then eventually 144 again, like it tapped previously.
Got it.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Now for you guys, yeah, here we go. Prices come right back into the range. For you guys, like when I'm explaining this stuff, is there anybody that wants me to dumb it down a little bit? Maybe make it a little bit more simple when I'm explaining stuff. Just let me know. And if you don't want to say it out loud right now, just shoot me a DM. Just be like, yo, when you're breaking these down, just simplify it a little bit. Just break it down even more for me so that I really understand it. And I'll be making more videos on this. What's up?
Yeah, that would help me.
Who is that?
Me.
Oh, Roy? Yeah. All right. So Roy, we'll do like more one-on-one work. Just explain this stuff. But I think the more I explain it on the live stream too, the more it's gonna start to click for you. I think you're basically and there's no problem with this at all, but you're like the newest to the game. You know, you're the newest to Forex in here, which is cool. It's pretty exciting to be in that spot. This is a lot, like you got to understand, this is a lot of the trial and error time for you. So this is at most where you want to focus on your mental discipline. Always staying even keeled, whether you're winning or losing. It does not matter right now to you. The only thing that matters is learning from your losses, learning from your wins, and finding the trades that you would have been taking during that session. But is like my style, how I'm explaining things to you, is that starting to make sense to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the way I trade, that makes sense to you perfectly?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So again, I'll just dumb it down a little bit so that you understand a little bit more. We're starting to get a rejection, 143, 228. right over here, this previous resistance. If we get a bullish close and we could get an impulse entry as price past the high of this 5-minute candle to continue up. But again, so get the 15-minute price did close above. We want this candle to close above this area right here. If it closes below, then we know we're just going to be arranging. But this is a nice strong candle closed above this area with a wick to fill. So as long as this candle, again, closes above that area, you're set. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Good. BJ's just ranging a little bit. That's the second time that's ever happened to me where I entered a trade by accident. Once it was like when I first started trading, and I think it was with Magic Keys. I forget. I remember trading in my dining room once and then entering a trade by accident. And I went down by like $90 and I was just like shitting my pants because this is when I first started trading. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't mean to do that. And it was from that moment on that I focused on discipline.
My first trade on Magic Keys, I entered a buy when I meant to
I
enter
remember
a
that.
sell.
I remember that.
Yeah.
You were shitting your pants. I remember watching your webcam and you're like, oh my God, oh my God.
I just learned that white button switches it.
Switches what?
Switches a buy to a sell.
Which white button?
The bottom left white button.
Does it? The plain
Yeah.
button?
Yeah, it switches it from a buy to a sell.
Oh wow, okay. What when you have the
when you open calc,
yeah,
when you hit that white button,
and it just switches them.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that, dude. I literally only use like 4 keys on this. I use open calc, open trade, double trade, close full, half, or custom. I never really use the partial TP because I'm always managing my trade. Partial TP is good if you're intraday trading and you know you're at work. Set that partial TP and you know walk away from your chart. You know you're going to secure at a certain level that you want, and it's going to automatically move your stop loss to break even. So,
Stefanos, did you help me because you sometimes close 80% often? Is that your close custom button?
Yes. Yeah, it's always 80.
Did you set that up on mine? Do you remember?
I think so. Yeah, it's one of the presets. So
Okay.
if you drag your Magic Keys back onto the chart, obviously click auto trade, turn that on, and then adjust your parameters to what you want.
Okay.
Look at gold still honoring this 1 minute trend. Just continuing bullish. This would have been another nice impulse entry right here. Stop loss down here to mirror this candle right over here. Extra confirmations on the higher time frames. Price came all the way down and closed above this area. This candle right here closed above this resistance as well with a clean move to the left. This candle, obviously this around 815, a lot of volume in gold. It's a mess. Price broke below this candle, but closed above this area. This candle coming up.
GG just passed 30-minute high on the previous candle.
The 30-minute high?
Yeah.
What, right here?
GJ.
Oh, GJ. Good call. This is why it's so important to focus on like 1 or 2 pairs. Like obviously we're live trading and you guys trade a bunch of different pairs, but when you're trading on your own, just focus on one. maybe 2. Yeah, see, this is a nice little setup right here. But you got to see how many pips you have to play with. Yeah, there's only 10 pips in here. 10, 12 pips. Like, do you want to take that? Is that big enough for you? Maybe adjust your trading to securing at 5 pips with a tighter stop loss. Put a stop loss right here. But this is a perfect setup if it was like the 15-minute, the 30-minute, especially for you guys. But this is the 5-minute. Could get this all the way back up to retesting this level.
I'm hoping to get one trade in. I'm gonna hop off soon, go snowboarding.
Okay, cool. Has anybody taken a trade this morning yet that they want me to analyze?
No, I haven't took nothing today.
Okay. How about, wait, did you trade during London or no?
No, there's nothing worth taking, to be honest.
Cool. How about Derek? You're done for the day, right? I know you're working, so you can.
Yeah, yeah. I'm done for the day. I did take 2 trades during London. One being pretty risky, but it kind of cut my my losses down a little bit. So 1 win, 1 loss.
It's all good, man. As long as you journal them, learn from them. If you
Yeah.
want to, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I posted. No, you're good. I posted them in the London chat, the screenshots of them. If you want to pull them up there, I'm on my phone here, so I'm limited with what I can do. So,
what's it called, Lee? I'm gonna break yours down right after Derek's.
No, well, it's just a GGSL, so it'll be safer.
Okay.
Doing a little impulse buy right now.
I'm not in this. I'm just, this is a possible entry for you guys just so you can get used to these lower time frames.
Yeah.
Again, if you're not comfortable with this, just back test it. Or if you're not comfortable at all and you can never see yourself trading these lower time frames, don't do it. I've been trading GJ for a little bit now, so I understand how it moves. And that's why I told you guys not to take this sell down here, right? Just be What's up, Derek?
Clear. No, it's just my radio going off. You're good.
I'm not gonna answer that call. Okay, so we wanted to check out Derek's trade. So right here, I don't think you were on before, but I was pointing this out to them. The fact that this was good risk management. You didn't feel comfortable with that, and then you saw my reply, right? With why I would have stayed in it.
Oh no, I haven't looked at it yet, to be honest.
Okay, so this was good that you closed that. Also, it would have been good if you stayed in it too. I don't know if that answer gives you any, anything at all. What's up?
I was filling out all these notes on the chart here as price was obviously breaking down there. So I realized I should have probably stayed in it, but it's all right. I'm fine with I think it was like 0.71% loss. So I mean I'm totally cool with that when I wasn't comfortable. So
it's all good. Now, did you know the PMI came out? Is that why you took this?
No, actually I was trying to remember now. I was half awake there. So
you guys want to make it a habit to always check news before coming to the charts. Always check Forex Live to see what happened in the session before. Honestly, we're gonna start doing that together tomorrow. Once we get onto the live, the first thing I'm gonna check with you guys, like I do this on my own, but the first thing I'll check is fundamentals before we even get down to breaking down the charts. So we'll check Forex Live to see what happened in the previous session. Derek, Lee, Alex, if you guys are trading London, if you want to add any input, what you think happened during that session, please feel free. But it's so important to check news, what's going on. So PMI came out around 38, which is below 50. Whenever it's below 50, that's negative for the currency. That's any currency. So right here, price is just shooting down. It was already priced in. This is around 3 o'clock. Actually, no, this was 3 o'clock. You took this?
I think I took my trade at the end of the 3:15 15-minute candle.
Okay.
So it's basically 330 almost.
So I'm gonna this is playing out a little bit for you guys. So this area right up here, 143,700. Yeah, this order block over here, price formed support over here, then form resistance over here, price tapping into that area over there. But if you look at the 30-minute, price is in this downtrend right here. And as soon as I see price forming this resistance over here around this area, that would have been my extra confluence to sell. Now your breakdown over here is the 15-minute, correct?
Correct.
So you see price passing the high of this candle right here. This is where it would have closed 50%, which is what you did. And then
yeah, I think I ended up closing full at that point, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it came back into that point, and that's where I closed the full, but I also closed 50 before that. So
okay, so a good a little bit better of an entry would have been if price passed the low of this candle right there with stop loss right where you had it. And now this would have came down a little bit, and as price started coming up around this area over here, this is where it would have closed 50 even before it passed the high of that previous candle over there. And then I would have just let the rest run. Why? Because if you look at the 30-minute, look at the 30-minute price form resistance right there, never came close to the open of the previous 30-minute. Let me zoom in a little bit. And let me get rid of these. NOT, clear, all drives. Okay, so right over here, this is the 30-minute. Price is respecting that high. It didn't even come close, and it's just shooting down. Now you took the entry. Entry would have been nice right here.
yeah, I took the entry as that candle was breaking the low of the rejection.
Yeah.
Candle.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why you close it, because if it's coming up and passing the high of this candle right here, it's respecting this little area right here.
And that's exactly what I saw as well.
Yeah, so that's smart. And I'm never going to tell you that you manage your risk wrong. Like, it's all subjective. As long as you manage your risk, you're doing the right thing. So this little 5-minute entry is playing out for you guys. I don't know if anyone took it. I don't think any of you guys trade this stuff, but with us hopping on here every single day and you start to see these trades I'm calling out, this is going to start to make more and more sense to you, and it's going to be better for you guys on the higher time frames, because you can hop up to the 30-minute and see these same setups, and then eventually over the next couple of weeks, maybe months, you're going to be able to take these trades if you focus on one or two pairs. If you focus on GJ and backtest GJ and understand the way it moves, you'll be able to take some of these and feel comfortable doing it. So right here, price is starting to react. And now with price coming close to this area, we're trying to see where I would secure. At this point, so with price in a downtrend and me normally waiting for a resistance to form to then take that down, right now, I wouldn't secure it all. I would let it keep running, but I would move my stop loss to break even. And if it hits me at break even, I don't make anything, that's fine. That's totally fine. But, at least you're safe. You're at break even, and this can continue up until you reach your 10 pips and you secure right there. Make sense?
That's kind of how my second trade was during London. I moved to break even quick because it was kind of risky for me, but I was trying to get something out of it.
Awesome. Now, Lee, I'm sorry, what was that, Derek?
No, I was just going to ask you one more question. If you go back to that 5-minute chart.
Yes.
Where it broke the resistance there, and how that bearish candle closed bearish, but when it broke that high I mean, on the 5 minute, I get it, but like, why wouldn't you take that trade as it was breaking the high? And I might have missed it. If,
why didn't I?
Yes.
Only because, first of all, this is the 5 minute. Well, actually, no. First of all, because I took the gold trade and I already got my win for the day. And also this is the 5 minute. So am I gonna risk some of my capital on the 5 minute? I'm gonna wait. Like if you already won a trade for the session, you should either lower your risk or it's got to be the perfect setup that you look for. If this was the 5 or the 30 minute, I'm 1000% taking my second trade for the day. But if you already won, most of the time you should just leave the charts and you're done.
Okay.
And that's where that discipline comes in, because the more trades you start taking, the more chances you could lose.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see how it was printing, but if it like broke the high, I feel like I would have tried to take a trade. You know, and I don't really trade on the 5 minute, but hypothetically, if I saw it break the high like that after it closed above resistance, but then it ended up closing bearish, so I would assume I would have, you know, took some risk out of it. But
and is this not the perfect setup that we look for every time?
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it's beautiful. And again, if that's on the 15 or 30 minute, I'm taking that all day. But being that it's my second trade, I'm waiting. What's up?
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
When you're I guess entering your trades off the lower time frame, are you basing your lower time frame entries off higher out? Are you framing your lower time frame entries off higher time frame like areas?
Ranges?
Yeah,
because my main analysis, I don't draw support resistance or my supply and demand anywhere past the 30 minute. So when I'm doing my analysis from the monthly, I'm drawing them from I really start drawing them from the weekly, but I analyze the monthly, obviously. And if we look at the monthly, price is just coming down from that. I think, real quick before I answer your question, I do think price, it's so overextended, price reacting to this level, it's going to come down to this 143 area, like I said, at least before it continues up. If not, price forms resistance over here, comes all the way back down to 142.200, which has been that key level for a long time now, and then continues bullish. But like I said, I'm forming my support resistance. I'm drawing everything all the way down to the 30 minute. I don't go anywhere past that. When it comes to little scalp entries, I'll draw these, on the 1 minute. I know it looks crazy, but you see how price forms the support and price is honoring this little trend right here. And you're going to start to notice these things. You're not going to enter right here on the 1 minute based on this. Like you don't want to do that. You want to wait for price to break levels of the higher time frames, like as I was saying right here. And it looks like we would have secured our 10 pips already right here.
Can you go back down to the 1 minute right on this right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Can I annotate? How do I annotate on this?
You should have the ability to, right?
View options, annotate. Got it. I was gonna give you my perspective on the 1 minute on this.
Please
this is without a higher time frame analysis, but usually when I see something like this on the lower time frames, this is like exactly the setup I look for. I look for a break of structure to the downside, and then immediately a break of structure to the upside, which basically what that tells me is that liquidity from the downside has been taken, and now the intent is to push price up since it immediately broke structure straight after that. My entry would have been around like this area and over. So like right around here, you know what I mean? And stops would have went like right below here. So that's what I see like on the lower time frame. That's really what I look for is a break of structure on both sides. And whichever side breaks first, usually. It all depends. It all depends on the higher time frame, but whatever side breaks first, if the opposite side breaks immediately after that on the lower time frames, it lets me know that all right, this right here might be the lowest point on the lower time frame right now at least, and the intent for this specific time is to push price up.
Absolutely, especially with price form. Yeah, hiccups. Price, forming support over here and respecting this trend and starting the trend, and then right over here you get your extra confluence. that price is going to start coming back up, and that on the higher time frames over here, that this is going to be like a fake out. This is going to be a fake out over here. Price is going to come back into this range. Don't now trade in this range. Don't take a buy all of a sudden right over here. Wait for price to break this area right over here of interest at 143, 200, 230. Form support over here, past the high of this candle right there, and that's how you execute on those lower time frames. That's 10 pips we would have gotten.
Yeah.
EJ's just playing around. And gold's just playing around too. You at a gold right now?
Nah, I just have my position at break even.
Where was the entry?
It almost got stopped out. My second entry was at 1835.60.
I almost had it.
My
Right over
first
here.
My first entry was at 1833.67.
Wow. See, like with my style, like that definitely makes sense to you, and it makes sense to me, obviously, because it's at that support. But like I wait, especially with gold, like I'm waiting for price to break levels, like over here, for price to come back up. I'm just taking the safest entry possible, but it's a different strategy, you know.
My bad.
No, go ahead.
On the 15-minute, if you zoom out a little bit, I just saw like that big push to the upside, which is a break of structure, a minor break of structure in my eyes, and I knew we would come back down to retest. Let me see if I can annotate this area right here at least and feel that imbalance.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to see what price was going to do after we tap that imbalance. And on the lower time frames, like the 1 minute, I saw it break structure somewhere over here, and then that's why I entered off of it.
Nice. Yeah, something just came to mind. And now I wanted to bring it up with you guys. So I hopped on the Zoom with somebody yesterday. He's from South Africa, and I noticed that his main problem was confidence. And he was saying something like, obviously I'm not going to mention any names, but saying something like, you know, most of the time I just feel like I'm never going to succeed at this. You know, I'm never like, it just feels inevitable. I keep losing, you know, he looks in the mirror, just doesn't see a confident person, confident trader. And that's why I always say trading is really like 90. I mean, a lot of people say 90% psychology. I say it's like 98, 95% psychology, because you're always managing your emotions, always trying to figure out if you're going to enter, you're going to exit, whatever the case may be. But it's all emotions and it's all confidence. And the more you talk to yourself on a daily basis, I know some of you've gone through the course, and I went through this in one of the slides where, like, sometimes I talk to myself. I got to talk myself into doing things and talk myself out of doing things. And you have to be able to look in the mirror and see the best version of yourself. And that translates right into the market. The more you do things you say you're going to do, the more you stick to your word, the more you take smart entries and all that, that's going to build more confidence for yourself, and that's going to translate right into the market. So tell yourself you're worthy of being in this market. Tell yourself you're going to be one of the best traders in the world. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds absolutely wild to most people, but the more you keep telling yourself that, the more you're going to believe it. And even more so, the more work that you put in, the more you're going to believe it. Definitely. So believe in yourself. Understand that you have what it takes to be in this market. Everybody does. There's some kinks that you have to work out. Maybe your psychology, maybe the way you trade, your strategy, whatever the case is. But you're going to get there with hard work. Consistent hard work. So just constantly talk yourself up. Build that confidence. Understand that you have what it takes to be in here. It's the hardest market in the world, but it's so simple. The way I break this stuff down, like, is this simple to you guys? Like, I know it's hard to trade, but it's simple to understand some of these concepts and Just wait for levels to break. Wait for things to happen. Wait for your plan to play out before you enter a trade instead of just jumping into one. Because like you see a candle doing something that you like, and it's not even part of the plan that you were thinking of.
I think that's the hard part.
Who was that?
Alex.
So what's the hard part?
Like waiting for I think we confuse ourselves, and like sometimes I see a setup that I think it's the right move, and then I look at it like after the session or after I took the stupid entry, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I should have waited.
And that's
like
gonna happen.
I feel like it's so simple that you get psyched out by yourself.
Yeah, man. It's that's one of the main things in the beginning. There's so many different stages to trading, and the way your career is gonna go. Someone's in the chat.
No, it was just a chart of my missed trade, 60 pips now, or 50 pips.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna look at it in a second. Again, there's so many different levels, and just think of yourself as a character in a video game. You're just basically building yourself up. You play RPGs, role-playing games, where you control the character and you just upgrade them. You're that person when it comes to the markets and in real life. So if you're constantly just working on yourself, working on your trading, back testing, working on the strategy, you're leveling up. You don't even realize it, but you're adding numbers to whatever rating you are in, let's say, Madden or, an NBA game or Call of Duty, whatever the hell you play. You're constantly leveling up every single day. And if you're not doing the things you say you're going to do, you're not, following your daily musts on that list, you're just going to keep going down a bad hole. But if you keep doing that stuff, you're leveling up as a person and you're leveling up as a trader.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man, there's no doubt in my mind that each and every one of you, you're all in here for a reason. And there's no doubt in my mind that you guys are going to be some of the best if you just keep doing this stuff. You guys have what it takes. You have the foundation. Just work on that. Build on that. Build on the confidence. Build on your everyday life. Doing things that you have to do. Look at GJ. So what I'm thinking with GJ is, like I said, GJ is going to come up. It's going to retest this area over here because it's such a powerful area. And it's going to come up, maybe consolidate around this area and come down to retest this low over here. Or if it breaks out of this level over here, form support. I'm no artist, but we could come back up to this area and retest 143,700. And that's all you do. You just wait. Wait for resistance to form here. Clean move to the left if we get it. And take this down or take this up as we wait for a price to create support. And that's it. Simple as can be.
Definitely. The only thing you entered was gold today?
What's up?
The only thing you entered was gold today?
Yes. Yeah.
Accidentally?
Yeah. I would have grabbed the GJ move too on the 5 minute. That was a perfect entry. I would have lowered my risk. It's it's a 5 minute, but I would have taken that.
On the buy?
On the buy.
Yeah.
But like, hopefully that helps you guys sticking to your rules. You see me doing that. I see that I already took a trade. I'm not going to take one directly right after it. The only reason I was going to take that was because I like this setup. And if this candle passed the low of this candle right here, with the volume coming in, I would have taken that because that was the original entry and trade I was looking to trade. And I already got profits from the accidental gold trade. I could have used some of those profits on this trade right here to take this down. But we waited. We didn't see what we wanted. Price closed back into the range, bullish, formed support, and just started coming up. And then we waited for this potential entry right here. You just got to be flexible. You got to be fluid, as Raquel says. and really understand the markets. See this level right over here? Previous support, rejection area, resistance right here, resistance. And then we get that strong bullish close during that 8:15 a.m. volume. Price comes back into the range, comes right back up. 5 minute, you get that clean support formed. 10 pips, done. Done for the day. And now what you guys could be looking at, this area is very strong right here, this whole area right here. So we keep that in mind. Now we can adjust this zone right here. This whole zone, like I said, very important. But now we can understand that price is creating this resistance right over here. Secure 10 pips. Stop loss at break even for that trade. Now we're creating resistance right here. 15 minute too. And then the 5 minute, you see that going on. Little rejection of 143,400, which is the top of that big zone I had drawn. And now it's flipping bearish, starting to come down. 9 a.m. volume. We could be ranging in here. And again, we could very well range on GJ until we tap this trend line again. If this is a prominent trend line, it's only been touched twice. But if that's a legit trend line, that could be coming down. Now, also, if you want to do this, you see that channel coming down to retest this trend line coming up and continue bullish. I feel like I'm just talking to myself.
Hey, Steph, you go over. I just want to see your perspective on GU.
GU?
Yeah, I just opened it up, so I just want to see what you see on it.
Yeah. I actually added some of these to my watch list because I know some of you guys trade it. USD, CHF. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody, before I do that, let me just answer Lee's chart.
No, man, I can't. Well, I'm not on mute. Oops.
Nicely. Are you in this?
No, I missed the entry by 2 pips. It was literally.
Oh, that was that buy limit.
Let's say fucking running at like 45 pips now.
Yeah, that's all right, man.
I'll get the next one. Yeah.
Well, an even better entry that you could be waiting for right now is price.
Just hope that comes down to maybe his retest or something. Or above there.
Price closes above that.
Yeah, right. It's straight up there.
Right there.
Up to the partial.
Right here. Change this color. There we go. I don't like the red. Yeah, nice.
Some nice clean candles above there as well on the 4 hour. So
yeah,
should fly.
Those are like, I understand what you're doing. You know, you're back testing it enough. That's your strategy. I'm not much of a buy limit guy. I know you and Rhett are, but I'd rather just wait for the levels to break, wait for the retest, and then we're off. And the retest on a lot of these pairs, like GJ and gold, they're going to be on the lower time frames. That's why I pay attention to it. All right, let's check out GU. Give me a second to look this over.
And GJ's playing games today.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't make up his mind.
Are we ranging?
Nah, it's going back down now.
All right, so we got these lows. This is 2016 or 14, and then 16, the drop with Brexit right here. So price created this low from Brexit, came back up around 2018, all the way up to $1.42. And then where is Corona? Right here. So Corona never broke the levels from back during the Brexit lows. 2008 didn't really come too far down either. These were the lows it created, respected this level, and just shot back up once it reached it again. Now we're forming support over here back in 2018 after creating a support right over here during 2016. It corrected it and continued down. Now this candle, it looks like price is breaking that level, but we can adjust this trend line as we go down the time frames. But this looks like it could be retesting to come back up and retest $1.41. Now on the weekly, let me just take a look at this real quick, make sure it's lined up so that we know we're actually breaking that level, and it looks like we are. Now again, just like GJ, we've been in a bullish trend. We've been in a bullish trend since March. Just creating, this looks a lot like GJ, doesn't it?
Yep.
Got this high up here. Price could come up and retest this area. Wow, it's already 9.
Yep.
What the hell?
All right, y'all. I'm hopping off.
All right, Rory. Enjoy,
Yes,
man.
care. All right.
Take it easy.
So we got this resistance right here. Price ranged around that area too, especially with the daily time, bearish trend. Actually, no, the weekly and the monthly bearish trend consolidated a little bit and then finally broke out. Now we could get little key area right here of price reacting to this area, creating support over here and continuing up to retest $1.40, which is a nice psychological level. Now, this is now a mess. Now, why is it doing this on the daily? We got to look to the left. It's always going to tell us why. This is a key level right here at $1.35. Let's see if that lines up. Yeah, so that could be a nice support right there on the lower time frames. Where price is just kind of ranging in here. I could see it right there. That might be perfect. Previous resistance. And again, this is the daily. These are strong candles. And then from here, we're probably going to go most recent support resistance. So price could come down to this level over here. If it breaks, retests right here, comes down, and then forms support, starts consolidating on here, and continues up to retest these highs. We could see that. Who is this for? Rhett? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is GU's a mess right now. It's a major too.
I think we're gonna hit where is it? Around 130, I mean 1.34800 around there, and then go back up.
1.34800.
Yep.
Right here.
Yeah, around there.
So you could see it coming right back down into this area, and you think it's going to form support and continue bullish?
It could. It all depends. I try not to, like, what I'm trying to work on now, this might be help some of y'all too, is not sticking to my bias and more so being reactionary, if that's a word.
Mm-hmm.
Like reacting to the market instead of like, oh, it's gonna be bullish or it's gonna be bearish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Because we really don't know. We just, see what hand we got and try to play it the best of our ability.
Exactly.
So, but I think like whether it's gonna, you know, flip bearish at that point or bullish, I do think there's gonna be a reaction at that price point.
Yeah, that's a key. That's a key level right there.
But yeah, that's what I look at. That's what I'm seeing on GU. But I'm actually seeing an entry right now on GU. I don't know if I haven't got tapped in yet, but on the 5 minute. Yeah, on the 5 minute.
Okay.
That's all one. You can continue breaking it down how you were though. I was just.
I see what you're saying right here.
Yep.
But as you guys could see, we're just in a range right here. Price, it's an order block trying to figure out what it wants to do, similar to gold right now. And once it breaks these levels, you're off to the races. If it breaks this level right down here, got a nice clean move right down to retest that trend line at 135, like Rhett was saying, to then continue up. So that's a key level right over here that we want to look out for. But price is, like I said, ranging, kind of nasty a little bit. You got this support that was formed right here. A 30-minute previous resistance right over here. Price is about to close above that area. You got a clean move to the left. If you get a close above this area right over here, actually we can put this right here. So if we get a close above this area, because price closed above these wicks over here, but we did get a rejection in this area. So if we get a bullish close right here with momentum, this is only the 15-minute, with momentum, price could come up and retest this area over here. But we just got to wait and see what the candles are going to tell us. Does that sound good? Rhett?
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
Like,
I was looking at charts.
Does that sound good? Like what I was saying?
Yeah. What I'm looking for is can you go on to the 5 minute?
Yes. You got to fake out.
Basically, let's see. It's almost the same thing as I showed you on the previous chart. You see this low here, it was taken out by this, and immediately we broke this right here to the upside. So there's an imbalance right here, if y'all can see that. So I'm looking for that to get filled, and my point of interest is right around this area to go back up.
Okay.
That's up here.
I like it.
Then I mean, it might not do it. It might not. But
Always.
Just for my rules, that's like where my entry would be at.
Absolutely. We don't know, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Plus, I'm already in Euro USD buys too, so I'm not really like I don't care if I miss it or not, since I already have these in. So.
You in like long-term buys or no?
No. I entered Euro USD at like 8 o'clock this morning, I think.
Okay. Now, how many pips do you normally look for?
It depends. It depends if I'm counter trend or pro trend, and it depends. It also depends on which POI it's hitting. So if I'm coming to like a daily POI, POI is point of interest. For those who don't know, but if it's coming like a daily POI, I know that's like a really pivotal POI. So I'll base my take profit based off daily, daily structure basically. And so I'll look to take like, 50, 60 pips, 70 pips if it's based off daily or 4 hour. If it's more so intraday, then, I'll bank 20 pips, 30 pips. It just depends. It depends what structure is telling me, depends what price is telling me. But I always try to bank at least a little bit, Yeah. I have struggled with that some. Like I'll just, instead of taking partials, I'll just move my stop to break even.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I move it too early and I get stopped at break even, and then it goes like a pip below my entry and shoots up. So timing is still a thing that I need to work on too.
Yeah.
As when to move my stops to break even, you know what I mean? Things like that.
Yeah. That'll come with back testing more and more experience, like in the live market.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You just got to train your eyes. That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and that's a thing. I don't know if you guys have heard that before, some of you, but like GJ's about to, if you want to.
Oh, yeah, the market repeats itself.
Always.
Leave that.
If we get a close above this area. Get a nice clean move to the left. But it's just a mess right over here. Need a nice strong bullish close for price to come up and retest this level like I was saying. But all right, I think that's about it. I'm gonna hop off now. I gotta use the bathroom actually. But we're running on 9:18. Do you guys have a good session?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Learned a lot?
Yeah.
Good shit. Good shit. So, like I said in the announcement section, I'm putting these on YouTube now so that you guys can go back and watch them and take notes. Put the playback speed on times 1.5 or times 1.75, so you could get through it quicker, have a productive day, and do other things as well. But just take notes on little nuggets that were dropped. That's what I used to do all the time with Ted, Kerwin, Rakeel, all these people that I've learned from. Always taking notes on these things, and it's going to take you to places you never thought you'd probably be in this market. So to continue to do it, put in the work. Back test if you guys have the simulator. Back test at least one session today. In real time, you could put the time on ×2. I think I know some of you haven't set up Magic Keys yet, but some haven't set up Soft4fx yet. I think that was, who was that? Not too sure. I think that was Noah. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's about it, man. If you guys have anything you need, send me a chart. Have any questions you want to ask in private, just let me know, and then we'll move from there. So hope you guys have an amazing day. Kill it today. Do the things you said you were gonna do, and I'll see you in the morning. I'll send the Asian analysis too later.
Yeah.
Peace, bro.
All right, guys.
Yeah. So yeah.
Have a good day. All right.
Peace.
See ya.